welcome Aries, welcome to In Spiritual Journey. So I'm getting a reading for the rest of July. I had started them back like when it was before July, and you know, just life happens. So this is going to be this is the ending of the first week of July, so this is going to be for the rest of July, okay? And please take what resonates. It's out there for the collective of Aries, so it's not going to resonate for everyone. So please take what does and let go of what doesn't. So we're going to go ahead and just say a message to Spirit in the universe. We're going to call them in and say, please bring in the best message that the collective of Aries needs to hear at this time. We thank you for your support and wisdom. Yeah, whatever they need to hear, please bring in. All right, so I've actually pulled some oracles pre-hand for the frequency, and then we're going to go ahead and pull some tarot cards just to add to the reading. So the first card we have for the oracle is New Life. So you could be going through this transition and change, like letting things go, and now you're starting into something new. You might be wanting to change things for the new, but there's some kind of new life, new beginning, maybe living more authentically or moving or different things. So anyway, there's some kind of new life, whether you're leaving stuff behind, you might be moving, however that resonates for you. We do have TikTok, and what I feel right away from this is Aries, we're not the most patient in the world, so you could have been waiting for a long time. You know, you're thinking like, time's a ticking, let's go, let's bring it in. So I feel like, you know, you're wanting this new life, you're wanting this new abundance, new beginnings, but it's not happening as fast as you want it to. And you have to be careful with that, Aries. I know, believe me, I know I am tired of the same old thing and working so hard, but you know, we have to be careful with that patience. All right. And I feel like you know that because there is this deep knowing. I feel like you know something's coming in. It's just that patience, you know, waiting, like when is it coming? Questioning. So be careful with that, because we can block our own energy or lower our vibration and different things like that. You know, the universe and spirit have their own divine timing. They know what's best. They know better than us. So that's what's coming in for you. So let's go ahead and get some general energy for you, Aries, for the month of July here. Let's see what this general energy is with this new life, and you know, knowing what's coming, or knowing that you deserve it, and something better is coming, but just not being patient enough to wait. Let's see what's coming in. What is this general energy here for you, Aries? What is coming in for the sign of Aries, please? Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups. We have the Five of Swords, so conflict. I think that's like that patience, like of all up in your head. And we have the Wheel. So there is definitely something turning. The wheel is turning. Cycles are falling away. New cycles are coming in. But, you know, you're still in this anxiety and worry up in your head, thinking about everything, overanalyzing everything, rushing everything. But you have this Knight of Cups. So this is, you know, seeing the beauty around you and things like that. So I don't think you've lost that. I think you still believe in miracles and know something's coming. It's just that, you know, you're trying to control it, like how it happens, when it's going to happen, you know, and you got to get out of that, Aries, because all that does is, you know, slow down the wheel and keep you in an anxious way, right? So there is something coming. You just got to kind of go with the flow. All right. And then on the bottom, we have the Ten of Cups. Yeah. See, this is what you want. You want this happiness, this, you know, this bliss, this emotional fulfillment. Like I said, you have this, and I feel like you know that you've been working hard on it, and like, why is it not coming? That's the issue. Like, why is it not coming? Because I've been working hard on it here. All right. You know, and I feel like with this being on the new life, this Knight of Cups, you know, you're like wearing your heart on your sleeve. You know, you're trying your best. You're being supportive. But it's just like things aren't happening for you. So it just, you know, TikTok, this is what's making you anxious here. You're all up in your head, having this conflict within. You could be even having conflict with other people too. You know, because sometimes when we get in the mood, Aries, you know, we kind of put it out there for everybody else. Let's just be honest. The deep knowing, you do know this wheel is changing, that the cycle is leaving, and you're starting a new cycle here. You just, like I said, don't know when it's happening. So let's see something surprising that might be coming in that you're not expecting. What is coming in that you might not be expecting, Aries? Or you're not expecting? Just kind of out of the blue. What's coming in? What's coming in for Aries that they don't know about? It's not expected. Okay, so we have the Five of Cups, so there could be some disappointment. And again, I feel like if you wallow in this energy here and overthink things, you're going to create problems that it wasn't. And then you're going to start focusing on, again, like, because when you're in that conflict, you're going to start focusing on, like, why haven't I got it? Why don't I have this? Instead of seeing all the things you have accomplished and the things you have achieved and the things that you do have around you. I'm guilty of that. So sometimes I do get like that. So let's see what else is coming up. So there's disappointment. That's, you know, you might not be feeling it yet, but it's going to come in. We do have the High Priestess, though, again. So that is that, you know, higher self energy. So, and then we have, say, this toxic energy. So be careful of who you have around you. Be careful of your old patterns of belief, your negative habits. You know, it might be a good time to start working on those habits. Instead of focusing on what you don't have and how fast it's coming, maybe try to start changing something, like a habit that you've been wanting to get rid of, or a clutter that's around you. Negative people, kind of trying to avoid that. If it's a negative job, I know we all need jobs, so right now I'm kind of having a hard time with mine. But you know, this might be time to get rid of that. Your higher self knows that this is just creating conflict with you. Maybe you're not eating well, maybe you're not sleeping well, and this is creating that more of that confusion and fog around you. And that's when we get into those old patterns of belief system and critical thinking, all up in our head, worried and overthinking and trying to control things and all that. So it might be time to trust that higher self and listen to, you know, if your body's telling you you need more sleep, you know, don't stay up 3 hours past the time you're feeling tired, or if you know you have a choice between a cheeseburger and a salad, you know, it's that stuff like that. Okay, let's see what's on the bottom. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is the material world, your abundance in the material world. So this energy that you don't see, all this energy, this devil and this Five of Cups, is affecting your material world, the things around you, your home, your job. It's affecting it. So it's time to tap back into this High Priestess, the higher self you, okay? And let go of that ego stuff because it's holding you down, Aries, all right? All right. So let's see. Let's see if there's any person that could be around you that might be important in your life right now or affecting your life, or let's just say. I mean, not really anybody's come up, but we're going to say. So we have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Coins, wow. And the Three of Cups. Okay, Six of Cups on the bottom. This is nostalgia and memories. I feel like, okay, Aries. I feel like you might be comparing the past with now, like thinking that the same things that happened in the past is going to happen in the future. But you have to be careful, because if you get in that ego and start thinking like everything's going to be the same, it will be. And I feel like a lot of things that have hurt you and you've had to be defensive and guard yourself against, and, you know, with setting your intentions, like you had good intentions or you thought something was a good intention, but it ended up backfiring on you. So it closed you off a little bit. It made you a little defensive and guarded. And it's especially around relationships and people, friendships, relationships, things like that. I feel like you've had your heart hurt quite a few times, Aries, and it's starting to make you a little guarded and questioning and doubtful. So be careful with that, okay? Because that's what's coming in with that energy, with this person energy. I feel like you've been let down a lot, even though you've put your heart out there on the sleeve like this. You do have a big heart, Aries. I feel like you've kind of got disappointed and taken advantage of, and it's kind of showing. And it's kind of creeping into, maybe you're not even aware of it, but like your worth. Maybe you don't feel like you're good enough because you've been disappointed or rejected or let down from people that you cared about, that you really pulls your whole heart into. And it's kind of carrying over. So there could be some healing still needed, Aries, because I do feel like you're on the brink of something. The cycle's changing. So do you want to repeat the same cycle? You know, it might start creeping back in. You have to be careful with that, okay? Because that nostalgia and memories are coming back. So I feel like you're thinking about the past. I'm not sitting there dwelling on the past, but I feel like you feel like it's going to be the same outcome, or you're going to get in the same situation, or from things from the past. So be quite careful with that if you are. You might not even be aware of it. So really analyze that. Pay attention to that, okay? So let's go ahead and get some advice for you, Aries. What does the universe and spirit and your spirit guides want to tell you about this situation? Let's see. What's your advice here, Aries? know a lot of people, they're just miserable, so they will hound on you. And I think this is more about close people to you. But even the outside people, if you're like trying to smile and be friendly and they're being nasty or critical to you, misery, they love to be miserable and they don't like people happy. So don't take that personally. I know it's hard. I know you like maybe you are trying to be friendly and maybe you've gotten stepped on a few times, but let's go ahead and see what the advice is here. Okay, there we go. We got the Hierophant. So this is about your belief system. King of Pentacles, stability, grounded, and the Sun. Okay, and then we have the Page of Swords on the bottom. So I feel what the universe and your spirit guides are trying to tell you is deep down, you know you're a good person, and you don't understand why people treat you the way they do. I've hurt you, even when you gave them your heart or whatever. But bottom line, you have to stop taking that to heart, how they treat you. That's more of a reflection of them. Your spirit guides and universe know that you're very special, Aries. And a lot of you are here for like a special mission or purpose. And you're the leader of the zodiac. So who better to inspire the rest? So leading by example. But they want you to be happy. And they've given you this hard assignment because they know you can handle it. But you can't let it beat you down. Okay? You got to keep going because you're fighting not only for yourself, but for the underdog and all the other people behind you. Okay, Aries? You know, you've got what it takes, you know. You're spiritual, you are strong and stable and steady, and you are illuminating, you know. So they don't want you to dim your light because of this situation. You know, don't let that past drag along with you. You know, you're so close. Don't let it do that, okay? And you know, believe. Have that faith and trust because they believe in you. All right, Aries? You're going to set those intentions on the truth of what you really want, your authentic self, okay? All right. So now we're just going to look at a few cards just to see what happens in the future. You know, maybe like August, September, into fall. Let's see what's coming up. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles. You know what? You're going to be able to drop a few things because we have the Two of Pentacles reversed. Two of Pentacles is when we got a lot on our plate. We're juggling a lot of things. So you're going to have a little bit of lighten up energy. There is still going to be some nostalgia coming in. You know, so it looks like it's still going to continue. But this, I feel like, might be later that you're comparing like how much better or how much you've grown and changed. You're not the same person anymore. You know, all those things from your past have made you who you are. Even the hard things, okay? And this is that came out reversed. So those things that maybe you're carrying on you, that might be a burden right now, maybe you're juggling a bunch of things at once, it's going to lighten up a little bit into fall, okay? So hang in there. I mean, it might seem like long, but it's already July. Fall is in September, so yeah. So you have a lot. You got a lot on your shoulders right now, and you know this is a burden. It's a burden. So you got to let some of this stuff go. Okay, take care of you a little while. You know, if a lot of you are, you know, have someone that's relying on you that has, you know, is an adult and they can do stuff themselves, but they're putting all this on you and you're caring and you have this big heart and you want to help them. It's time to like say, you know, either explain it, say, listen, I can't do everything for everybody, or start taking some time out for yourself, or just even saying no. But there's some kind of burden that is going to be lightened up. This Two of Pentacles is going to turn back around. Things are going to, I mean, not turn back around. It's going to stay like this, reversed, and you're going to be dropping some of the load here. So this is going to get lighter, all right? And then you're going to be able to be carefree and start this new journey and maybe put yourself out there and take a risk. You're going to be more, you know, taking a risk instead of like worrying about the past energy and what happened before and the disappointments. You're going to let all that go. So all this stuff is going to fall away by fall. Things are going to start looking up. You're going to be taking risks. You're going to be illuminating. You're going to be stable. And you're going to be more into the higher self energy. All right? And then you're going to be celebrating with maybe your soul tribe. Because it looks like maybe once you let go of this burden, maybe drop a few people that are just taking advantage of you or lowering your vibration, you're going to be aligned more with the people that are like more your tribe. All right? And then on the bottom, look at that. Filling your own cup. It's time to fill your own cup, Aries. I feel like a lot of you have been trying to, you know, manifest your abundance, but you're trying to drag the people you love along with you. And, you know, we're a sucker for underdogs. So if somebody's like a little more weak, we want to drag them along. It's time to make people stand up on their own 2 feet. Maybe show them a way. You know, like that saying is, you can feed a man a fish, but if you teach him how to fish himself. He can feed the whole community. So something like that. But you know, you get the gist of what I'm saying. So it's time to do that, Aries. It's time to fill your own cup and focus on you for a while. And if you make a few people mad, you know, they're going to have to be more understanding, because you do have that big heart and you want to help everybody and protect everybody. But it's time to take care of you and let that baggage and burden go from your past. Don't take it personally anymore. Don't drag it with you. Okay? All right. So that is your message, Aries. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye.